we're gonna start as usual with a small relaxation. So lay down on the ground, lay down on the mat, knees bent if you want to relax a bit the lumbar spine. Otherwise, leg in Shavasana. Roll the arms outward to have the palm of the hand facing the sky. Slide the shoulder blades toward the waist, and in the meantime, pull the back of your head away from the shoulder. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Let go of any tension from your body, both physical ones and mental ones. Just let go. Relax your forehead, eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes and let them sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face and clench your jaw. And let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, your neck and shoulders, arms, forearms and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back and your spine, vertebra per vertebra. Relax your belly, your hips, groins. Relax your legs, knees, ankles and feet. Bring the awareness into your breathing cycle and start observing every aspect of your breathing cycle. Which part of your body moves the most? Chest or belly? If both moves, which one moves first? Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation and exhalation have the same length, or one of them is naturally longer. Take notes. Become a witness. Observe without changing anything. Observe simply to know yourself. Observe the small pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation, the small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the 4 phases of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, pause. Exhalation, pause. And there too, observe. Is one of the 2 poses longer compared to the other one? Or the 2 has got the same length? Observe also that your throat is always free, relaxed, open, even in the suspended states. 3 more observing breaths. At the end of the third, take control and create a long, slow, relaxed breath with same length for both inhalation and exhalation. Same length, inhalation and exhalation. Long, slow, relaxed breath. Observe your lungs filling up slowly and releasing the air slowly. Observe your body relaxing with every exhalation. Long, slow, steady breath. Starting from your next exhalation, lengthen the exhalation. Slowly. More and more. Until you can have the exhalation double length compared to your inhalation. Long, slow, steady breath. With the exhalation, of a double length of the inhalation. If it's too much, remember that this is not a challenge. So in case, just do a small step back and create a breathing cycle with the exhalation longer than the inhalation, even if it's just a brief moment longer than the inhalation. Long, steady breath. Observe that the more you keep this long and steady breath, the more your body is relaxing, is letting go. 3 more breaths. the end of the third, roll on your right side. Stay on your right side just for a brief moment before pushing with your left hand to sit up. Put your feet in Baddha Konasana so that the two feet are touching and the knees opening wide. Grab your ankles and start creating small circles with your lumbar spine. Just small circles without pushing too much. Just observe that when you have this position of the legs, when you are in Baddha Konasana, even a small movement can create a deep feeling in the hips. Turn also on the other side. Okay. Now, go in Dandasana. Flex feet with the toes pointing toward the sky. Lift your arms up to the sky, but put it back down into the shoulder socket. Okay. Push the thumb back. Look just in front of you. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Roll the hip forward to push the lumbar spine slightly forward, but keep the shoulder just above the hip. That's perfect. Push the thumb back. Even more. Yay! Okay, perfect. Bend your right leg and slide the right ankle right under the left knee. Bend the left left leg in front and start rolling forward with your hips. Keep looking in front of you. Keep on rolling your hips forward. Keep looking in front of you. Keep on pushing the thumb back. Yes, all those horrible movements all together. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, thumb back, roll the hip forward, and keep on lowering your body, but still keeping the spine as straight as you can. When you arrive at your maximum, let your arms move down to the ground. Look in front of you for 3 breaths, long, steady breaths. And at the end of the 3rd breath, let your spine unwind and relax. 3 breaths. Relax your spine, relax your back, relax your shoulders, arms, relax your belly, relax your face. And at the end of the 3rd breath, slowly come up. Okay. Lift your arms up to the sky. Push the thumb back. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Push the arms back into the shoulder socket. And straighten your legs for going into Dandasana again. Still in this position, sternum up, shoulder blades down. Push the thumb back. Bend your left leg, slide the left ankle right under the right knee. Bend the right leg in front. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, push the thumb back, look in front of you, and start rolling the hip forward. Slowly, slowly. Keep on looking in front of you, keep on pushing the thumb back, keep on rolling the hips forward. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. All those movements have to be kept. When you arrive at your maximum, allow your arms to go down toward the ground. Keep the spine straight for 3 breaths. Long, steady breath. If there's a difference between left and right, consider that it's 100% normal. But just take note. Observe which part of your body is more restricted. At the end of the third one, let your spine unwind and relax. Relax your spine, your back, your neck, shoulders, arms, face and belly. At the end of the third breath, slowly, slowly come up. Lift your arms up to the sky. Push the arms down into the shoulder socket and straighten your legs for Dandasana again. Lift your right leg, put your right feet just outside of your left calf. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Turn to your right side, bend your elbows and put the left elbows right outside of your right knee. Roll the right arm outward and push the thumb back. Look behind you for 3 breaths. Sternum up. Okay. And at the end of the third, slowly come back to center. Lift your arms. Then yeah, you're gonna hate me for those arms, I know. And change leg. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, turn to the left. Put the outside of your right elbow, outside of your left leg. Roll the left arm outward and look at your left hand for 3 breaths. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Keep on pushing with the right elbow against the left knee. And at the end of the third, slowly come back to center. Good. Baddha Konasana again. Grab your ankles again in Baddha Konasana. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Roll your hips forward. Bend your elbows. And lower your body as much as you can. Keep on looking in front of you. You can also push your arm against your shins to help you lift the sternum. Yay. Good. 3 breaths. At the end of the third breath, go back up and straighten your leg again for Dandasana. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, bend your right leg, grab your right feet with your left hand, keep your right hand around your right knee and start creating circles with feet and knee. Try and push your knee back as much as you can. Yes, that's beautiful. Okay, now turn also on the other side. Okay, perfect. Now, slide the right arm under the right knee and push with your arm back. You can also put your right right hand down into the ground to push even further your leg back. Bend your elbows, bend your elbow, and push back. It's just to open the hip. It's just that. Okay, sternum up. Okay, and release. The other leg. So bend your left leg. Grab your left knee with your left hand, and grab your left feet with your right one. And start creating circles. Move your knee back to open the hip. Okay. Perfect. Turn also on the other side. Now, slide the left arm under the left leg. Put your hand down into the ground and push with your arm back to open even more your hip. Okay. I think that you're doing right. It's just this opening, the opening of the hip. Okay. Perfect. And back into Dandasana. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Lean slightly backward with your chest. Bend both knees and enter Navasana, the boat pose. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, cross your legs and move forward to go in tabletop position. Yay, even more. Yes, perfect. Okay. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, roll your hips backward and push your spine toward the sky. Look at your belly. Inhale. Roll your hips forward, allow your spine to drop, and look at the sky. Exhale, roll your hips backward, push your spine toward the sky, push with your hands against the ground. Inhale, roll your hips forward, and there too, push with your hands against the ground. One last time. When you arrive with your spine parallel to the ground, do a small step back with your knees. Move your feet a little bit wider. Tuck your toes under. Inhale deeply with the exhalation. Push your buttocks back and shoulders down. Keep the shoulders down and slowly start straightening your legs. Push your chest over the toes, roll your arms outward, push your shoulders apart. Relax your belly. Inhale deeply with the exhalation. Lean forward for the plank. In case you can move your feet or hands to find a better position. Slide the shoulder, tuck the tailbone under, sternum up, shoulder blades down. Inhale, without moving your hands and feet, go back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. And now again, without moving hands and feet, back into the plank pose. Yes. And again, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, lean forward,
bend your right leg and put your right feet inside of your right hand. In case, you can always lower your left knee to do this transition. Okay. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, tug the tailbone under. Look in front of you for 3 breaths. Just pay attention to have the knee right above the heel. Okay. To be just safe. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. At the end of the 3rd breath, put your right arm inside of your leg. Roll your right thigh outward and allow also the feet to roll outward. So the inner feet is no more touching the ground, it's just the outer feet touching the ground. So allow the knee to open to the side. I'm gonna show you on the other side. It's just this. So put your right arm inside, okay, and allow the knee to open to the side. 3 breaths. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Push the left heel back. Yes, okay. And now, go back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale. With the exhalation, lean forward, bend your left leg, and put your left feet between the hands. Okay. Push your right heel back. Look in front of you. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd breath, move both arms inside of the leg and allow the leg to open to the side. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, 3 breaths. Keep on pushing your right heel back. Yes. At the end of the 3rd breath, go back to center. Put both hands down onto the ground and Adho Mukha Svanasana just for a brief moment before moving down in child pose. Okay, now move down into the child pose. Let your body relax. Allow your breath to become slower. Three more breaths. At the end of the 3rd, come up and open the knee as much as you can. Keep the 2 big toes touching. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, roll your hip forward and allow the chest to move down toward the ground. Push your hip down. Push your chest down. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd,
Slowly come up. Bring the knees together or closer anyway. And create circles with your hips. Both on one side and on the others too. Okay, perfect. Now, come on, stand up to Tadasana. Mountain pose. The two big toes are touching, the heels are slightly apart. Roll the legs outward to allow the coccyx to slide inside and under. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Roll the arms outward and push the thumb back to open the chest. Breathe deeply on your chest. Okay. Now, open your feet, open your leg a bit wider compared to your hips. Put your hands on the waist and create circles with your hips, but keep your legs straight. Create quite a slow movement. Yes, so you can really check the movement. Okay, turn also on the other side, as usual. And now, move to the right and to the left. With a kind of beach movement. Observe your hips in this movement. Observe the movement of your hips. Now, turn your right leg to the right. Walk back with your left leg. Yes, to create a trikonasana stance. Okay. Tuck the tailbone under. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Bend your right leg. And roll both legs outward. Yeah, it's not easy. Just roll both legs outward. The more you roll it, the more the tailbone will be tucked under, the more the belly will enter inside the body, the more you will stretch your hips. Yes. 3 breaths. And at the end of the third, slowly start straightening your right leg and start leaning to the right, but still keeping the alignment of the two shoulders over the leg to enter Trikonasana. Lift your left arm up to the sky. Yes. And if you don't have any tension on the neck, you can also look at your left thumb. Otherwise, just look in front of you. Slowly come back. Turn to the left. Bend your left leg and roll both legs outward. Try and open both legs. Observe all the muscles under the leg, inside the hips, the upper thighs. Just keep on rolling the legs outward. Observe the movement also of the hip related to the movement of the legs. Observe that your legs are working properly. They are not in a relaxed position. That's the idea. They have to work. They have to give you stability. Sternum up, shoulder blade down. Without compromising this movement of rolling outward of the legs, start straightening your left leg and start leaning to the left for Trikonasana again. Keep both shoulders aligned over the left leg. In case, you can always look down to check if your shoulders is right over your leg. 3 breaths. And keep on rolling both legs outward. Slowly come back. Go back into Tadasana. The stable position, mountain pose. You know what to do. Close your eyes. And breathe deeply on your chest. Slowly open your eyes and go back onto the mat. Down onto the mat. Okay. Baddha Konasana again. Grab your ankles, sternum up, shoulder blades down, roll your hips forward. Move your arms just in front of your legs. And push with your arms against the leg to lift your sternum. 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd, slowly come up. And open your legs to the side. Keep your feet flexed, sternum up, shoulder blades down. Roll your hips forward. Keep your hands on the waist, just for the beginning. Roll your hips forward. You can also use your fingers to help roll forward your hips, or to give the idea of the hips to the direction where you have to roll forward. I know that it doesn't want to roll forward, I know. But as soon as we just start the movement, we can realize that all those movements are starting to work to strengthen, to lengthen, to stretch. So just stay there, but lift your sternum. Okay, shoulder blades down. And slowly come back to vertical. Okay. Now, put your hands outside of your legs. It can be just outside of your knees if you want to have quite a big grip. It can be anywhere. It depends on your body. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, and start rolling the hips forward. Use your hands to kind of roll the legs outward. Yes. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, again come up. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, again, roll your hips forward and go to your maximum. Maybe you can even touch your toes. Yes, easily. You can also do the yogi grip if you like it. Otherwise, just keep your hands over the toes for 3 long, steady breaths. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. At the end of the third, 3 more. And try and activate now your quadricep. Try and push your thighs down. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Yes. And thighs down. At the end of the third, slowly, slowly come up. Okay. Bend your right leg, but put your right feet quite open to the side. Put your both legs as much as you can open. Okay. Push with your, well actually, do you have a wall or something vertical where you can lean on the wall? That is, just put your, I'm gonna move more. Okay. Just put your back against the wall. So it will be easier, it will be more stable. Now, put your right feet around the middle of the mat, roughly. Now, roll your right leg inward and move your left leg inside the mat. Okay? And now, roll the right leg up again. So you will see that it will be horrible. Okay, keep your spine against the ground and try and push the right leg back. You can use your elbow to push your knee back toward the wall. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Use also your left hand to open the leg, because the leg will move in a more comfortable position, but the hand will not allow this movement. 3 breaths. It's not the end of the world. Okay, and at the end of the third, slowly take your time, move both legs to the center. Okay,
Now, straighten your right leg, bend your left one, move your left closer to the wall, roll the left one inward, move your right leg to the side, and then move back. Yeah, ouch, the leg up, the knee up. Okay. Yeah, it's normal. The other leg will move straight away. Okay. When you are in your challenging position, put your right hand just inside of your leg, just to not allow the leg to move closer, and start pushing with your left elbow against the left knee. 3 breaths, sternum up, shoulder blades down. And slowly walk back to the center. Okay, now bend your right leg again, then move from the wall. Open the leg to the side, just like we did before. Roll your hip forward and push with your back upper arm against your leg. Try and put your feet as much as you can close to the buttocks. Even if the right buttock will lift a bit, it's not a problem. Push. You can also use your left hand against the ground to push your chest forward. And push with your right leg against the knee. From the shin, yes, perfect. 3 breaths. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Okay, release. Change leg. Bend your left leg, put your left feet as close as you can of your buttocks. The left buttock can also not touch the ground. You can also be just on your right buttocks. Push with your right hand against the ground to help you push the chest forward. And there, push with your back upper arm against the leg. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Three breaths. And at the end of the third, slowly come back. This movement, those movements, are just the first step to do, for instance, this variation where we grab the feet, the knee with both arms. This one is a lovely variation, but also this one, and then we lift. So it's just the first step. We're not gonna do that one today, but yeah, we have to work on the hips. And we didn't finish, not yet. There's still a few horrible exercises to do. Okay,
So now, since we are using the wall, well, actually, it's not that horrible. It can be worse. So, put your buttocks against the wall and open your legs to the side as much as you can. Use the gravity to help your legs open to the side. Without pushing, without challenging yourself. When you are at your maximum, put your hands over your belly and close your eyes. Even if you're in a quite challenging pose, try and relax. For instance, observing your breath. If the muscles of your body start sending you messages, and usually they are not very kind, bring back the attention onto your breath. And just keep on observing your breath. Let go. 5 breaths. At the end of the 5th breath, try and push your legs a little bit further down. And again, 5 breaths. At the end of the 5th breath, slowly bring the legs vertical. You can help the movement with your arms. And stay there for 5 breaths again. In case it's really super uncomfortable, you cannot stay there anymore. Just bend slightly your knees. Slowly bend your knees, roll on your right side, and push with your left hand to sit up. Sit on your heels and create circles with the lumbar spine. Yes, we worked quite a bit on the hips, yes. Turn also on the other side. Okay, now put your buttocks to the right side. Both feet are outside of your buttocks. Okay, now lift your left leg and move your left feet inside of your knee. Yes. Just stay there. It's a kind of counter pose to what we did. So we just open, 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 And here, just, okay, let's close a bit. Sternum up, shoulder blades down, just 3 breaths. At the end of the third, back, seated on your heels. Just to observe if there is a difference between left and right. And then move your buttocks to the left, feet to the right. Grab your right feet and put it inside of your knee. Left knee. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. 3 breaths. Okay. Dandasana again. Okay. Bend your right leg. Slide the right leg under the left knee. Bend the left leg just in front. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Roll your hips forward. And move to your maximum. It could be that you can just move a little bit more compared to the beginning of the course. Allow the spine to unwind and relax for 3 breaths. Long, steady breath. At the end of the third, slowly come up. Keep your legs there. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, turn on your left. Put your right hand outside of your left leg. Use this, this grab to help you push the right shoulder to the left. Move your left shoulder to the right. Roll your left arm outward. Put your hand on the ground. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. And turn 3 breaths. With every inhalation, lift your sternum, shoulder blades down. With every exhalation, twist. At the end of the third, slowly come back to center. Dandasana again. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Bend your left leg. Put your left ankle right under the right knee. Bend your right leg in front. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, roll your hips forward. When you arrive at your maximum, unwind your spine and let go. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, slowly come up. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Inhale deeply. With the exhalation, twist to the right. Put your left hand outside of your right leg. Sternum up, shoulder blades down. Roll your right arm outward. Move the hand down to the ground. Put your hands on the ground. And use both hands to help you twist even more. With every inhalation, sternum up, shoulder blades down. With every exhalation, twist. 2 more. And at the end of the third, slowly come back to center. Dandasana again. Lean slightly backward with your chest, bend both knees, but this time just grab your knees and find balance. Allow your head to move toward the chest, close your eyes and breathe deeply. Observe. Then you can change the balance of your pose with your breath. Use your breath to find stability when you're not stable. Without panicking, just breathe deeply. Lift your head, open your eyes. Okay, now lay down on the mat and grab your knees. Push your knees toward the chest and roll left and right. Roll completely to the right. Put your right hand over your left knee. Lift your left arm and slowly allow your shoulders and arms to move back toward the ground. Look at your left side for 3 breaths. At the end of the 3rd, go back to center. Grab your knees and roll left and right. Roll completely to the left. Put your left hand outside of your right leg. Lift your right arm and allow shoulders and arms to move toward the ground. 3 breaths. Look to the right. And at the end of the 3rd, go back to center. Grab your knees, push your knees toward the chest, roll left and right. Now, allow the knees to open to the side. Lift your feet toward the sky and grab the outer feet with your hands. Okay. Push your knees toward the ground and roll left and right. There too. Ananta Balasana. Happy baby. Last moments. Whenever you want to, now you can move into Shavasana. Grab everything you need to find a comfortable Shavasana, to create a comfortable Shavasana. If you have any tension in the lumbar spine, you can put your bolster right under the knees. If you have eye cushions, eye pillows, sorry, don't hesitate to use it. At the end of Shavasana, I'm gonna chant a mantra. And at the end of the mantra, I'm gonna guide you out of the pose. Till that very moment, just relax. Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om. Really slowly. Start moving your toes and fingers. Bring back the awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tension with the exhalation. Let go. Bend your knees, roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before pushing with your left hand to sit comfortably for the chant of 3 Om. Keep your spine straight and comfortable. Put your thumb and index finger together. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.